Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Yes, I'm wearing my baseball shirt. It's amazing because baseball is amazing, okay? Baseball is just wonderful. The only way I'm getting through the quarantine thing, but we're not here to talk. You really want to fall? Sure. Look, today we're not here to talk about baseball. We're here to talk about profanity. Sort of. Okay. So I'm a weird kid. Can I even call myself a kid since I'm turning 18 in a few months? But anyway, I'm a weird kid, and I just hate swearing and profanity just a lot. So some background on it. I grew up in church. I've been going to the same church for about 14-ish years. So I'm just sort of used to it. I've been going to it since I was a little kid. And one of the things they teach you is to not swear. And I absolutely hate swearing. I hate it so much. It's like this weird thing. I just find it so hilariously funny. Like if someone just starts cursing someone else out in a YouTube video, like I'll watch it because it's entertainment value, but I'm not gonna repeat anything they say. But I just find it hilarious. Like they're like STFU, and I'm like, that's funny. Or shut the F up. And I'm like, wait, I just really spell out the same thing. I'm done. Oh my god, I didn't even realize I did that. But they're like, holy, that's weird. And it's like, really, you really need to say that? And I feel like swearing has lost its value because it's like once you hit, I don't know, 12, 13. Even some younger than that, when you start swearing, it's like, oh, you can say big words now. And if you have parents that don't care, they're like, sure, whatever, I have no control of my kid. But, or they do it out in public or at school where their parents aren't around. So they say it anymore. They just say it anymore. They say it anyway. But, my my thinking process, there we go, is that, say you have 100 friends, and 100 of them, 100 friends, what is my word doing today? Anyway, so say you have 100 friends, and all 100 swear at you different times a day. You B word, you this, you that, you're ugly, you're H word, you're all of this. You're an S-head, and, dang you, and stuff like that. Eventually, it gets tiring. I've never had anyone, cuss me out, like, for say, like, but I just feel like they lost their value. You have a bunch of 15-year-olds being like, WTF and stuff like that. I'm like, really, people, this is what you're doing? It's like, you say them so often, everyone says them so much from every single person that they, have no value anymore. And my dad's side of the family is from Chicago, and my mom's side is from East St. Louis, and both my family sides have no filters, I should say, no filters whatsoever. And I told a story about a couple weeks ago where we were in Chicago just visiting some family, and it was my mom, dad, my aunt, and I. And my aunt slipped and said a couple of bad words, and she's like, sorry for my French. My dad's like, he's 17, it's okay. Does it matter if I'm 17 or 7 or 37? I still hate profanity. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to say it. So, what do you mean it's okay? I'm standing right here, too. I have feelings, and I don't want to hear all that Bible study people have coming out of their mouth. Speaking of Bible study, the real purpose of this video is to explain what I say instead. So, for BS, I say Bible study. It's probably the one that I use the least. And if I ever got in an actual fight and I pulled out the Bible study line, people would be like, what the heck are you talking about, kid? So I've never actually used that one in an argument. I'm very not confrontational. It's just that confrontation don't involve me. I sort of, like, I want to be in drama sometimes because I've never really been in it. But if I ever did get enough fight and pull out that Bible study line, they'd be like, what are you talking about? I'd probably say dang you instead of the other word, but I don't really pull that one out either. Unless in a YouTube video one time I was doing a phone conversation, which you should check those out. I think they're pretty funny. I really put a lot of thought into them. So I think that's the only time I really pulled them out. Again, if I got in a fight, they'd be like, what are you talking about? Now, the one that I really use a lot is genius. And genius. And I don't know where I got that from. But I remember using it as early as 8th grade, and I'm going into 11th grade. So I used it in my head, you can interpret it as whatever you want. You can use it as an insult, because I say it sarcastically, as a compliment, in replace as the B word, in replace of whatever. Because I didn't really think it was much. I was just sort of trying to use it very sarcastically. And one time I said, yeah, genius, to my best friend, and he punched me in the arm, don't call me a genius. So I'm like, this is money. I can actually use it as an insult now. So I've been using that for 3 years. And the next one I use a lot is Giancarlo Stanton. Is that the smoke detector done? Giancarlo Stanton is the next one. I use it very, very often. I don't know exactly what it's in replace of. I think I use it mostly instead of holy S word. I think that's what the majority I use it for, but not limited to. It's be like Giancarlo Stanton. And he's just a baseball player. I don't even know. I'm not even a fan of Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, he's not my favorite player on the team he plays for, the Yankees, but it's just sort of cool. I guess I just sort of used them and just sort of train my brain to say that instead of those other bad words. Next one is Jesus Christ. Like I said earlier, I went to church for, still am going to church for 12 years. So, Jesus Christ and stuff like that. And so, one time I was just walking through my house and my dad popped out of the stairwell and I didn't see him there. I'm like, Jesus Christ! And he's like, that's his name. And that was just the first thing that popped out of my mouth. He legit frightened me. And he's like, why'd you say that? I'm like, you want me to say the stuff that my friends in high school say? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay then, there we go. Jesus Christ is another one I use. I say the last big one that I use a lot is frick you or flips you. The flip one makes no sense, but frick actually, or I say frickin', or flippin', the flip one, I just need to retire that one. It makes no logical sense, but I like the frick one more than flip, but it's, I like it. Really, I mean, it's sort of, you get the message, you understand my point without me saying the word. I like saying, dumb AF. I don't really say that one in front of my parents because I'm pretty sure they can figure that one out, but I find it hilariously funny. And, I don't really use jack butt. I mean, that's just instead of jack a word, but I don't really say that one a lot. It just sounds weird. Or smart butt, but I don't really say that one either, but... And to wrap this up, my brother told me about one of these kids at his school that was very creative and what he used to swear. So for the D word, he said damage instead of the D word. He said holy sheet of paper. He said I mentioned Spy Kids have holy shiitake mushrooms. That one was funny. And I forget some of the other ones, but they were pretty funny. But yeah, that's my stance on swearing and profanity, and I've never made a YouTube video with me saying a swear word. There are two YouTube videos. One YouTube video with 2 swear words in them, and I was doing a screen recording, and my ex-friend sent them to me, and I forgot they were in there, so I just sort of did a terrible job at trying to bleep them out. So yeah, that story. And yeah, let me know. Are you a fan of swearing? Not a fan of swearing? My friend Gabby's just sort of. If it calls for the situation, she'll use it, but I mean, she's pretty chill. I see you guys in the next video. I used to do this all the time. And we fade to black.